Wait, no.
So we've been gone for a little while. We're back.
Hey everyone, how we doing?
Hey everyone.
So it's been a while. Taking a lot of time out. Or more to the point, we should actually no, you should start off. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? Everyone good? We'll get there in a sec. We just wait for a few more to join.
We've got Dave, King, Genocide.
Hello.
Hey all.
Stacey popped in to say hi.
Howdy doody.
Jimmy has hair again. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All homegrown.
John.
I have too much hair.
Hence why he's got a hat.
I don't think we want to see my hair really. It's not the best today.
He looks like a Lego man. He's got real. And Sarah is just hang on a second, he's all back to front. So Sarah is that way.
But she's actually that way for us. But she's
that way.
She's that way for us.
So she's that way. Sorry about that. Could not resist. So yeah, so we've taken a bit of time out. We'll go into details and everything. And
In a minute.
Then the world went weird. The world went crazy. What was that all about?
Somebody hit the Twitch switch.
They did, didn't they? There was something in the world. There was a button that was pushed, and everyone just kind of lost it for a bit.
Haywire.
Yeah,
Went absolutely haywire.
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 Hashtag
Yeah.
haywire.
Lots of changes. Lots of things that have changed for the good, for the better, for the worse.
Yeah, I know. I agree. There's a lot about the way the world's gone recently, which has shown, I think, the best and the worst of people, and it has genuinely been a crazy time. It's mad to have been part of it, be part of 2020, and just have it shut down. People, their own mental health, have suffered. I mean, like for people like for me and Mika, Sarah, and that. I mean, it hasn't really been that bad because we've had each other, and I'm very, very, very aware there's a lot of people out there that didn't have that love, didn't have that support, had that close knit family, or like for us, like the care bubble around us. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we've had trying times the same as everyone else. And yeah, I mean, I can appreciate for some people how difficult it is. And if you are one of those people, genuinely, we've thought about you. We've sent love in one form or another to you, just so you can feel that little bit of difference. You can feel, that there's a little bit of warmth out there, and there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, we went out the start of. In fact, should we start right at the beginning? Should we start at sort of like when we kind of finished up with the New Year thing? Should we start?
What,
January
2021 or 2020?
January. Let's go January 2020. 2020.
The start of the year we want to forget.
Start of the year that we won't ever forget.
I can start off. A lot went wrong in that year. I wasn't at school for 6 months. I was getting quite.
That started in March. In January, it started with Mum.
Oh,
so
Mum!
You'd like to start with what happened in January, Sarah, and where? Because I'm sure a lot of the people don't. There was a lot of stuff. The thing is when you're a public figure, you're on YouTube, you're out there, and people know you. You do kind of live in a limelight to a degree. You hold yourself to a certain level, or at least some people should hold themselves to a certain standard or level. We know who those people are. But again, you still want a certain level of privacy no matter what. And we went through the start of last year, and a lot of it we went through as a family because we couldn't put it out in the public domain as to what was going on, what had happened. The start of last year, Sarah had become really ill, and we actually...
It started, I went in for a routine operation, which was a hernia repair. Everything went fine. I came home the same day. 2 weeks later, though, I started feeling unwell. Went and saw my doctor because I could actually walk in and see him then. I was ushered up to the next floor for an ultrasound to find that I had a 6 centimetre hematoma spring up overnight, because I'd actually seen the specialist for like the aftercare that the hospital provides. I'd already seen him. He examined me, said that everything was going well, the stitches were doing well. So overnight, this 6 centimetre hematoma arrived. So I was rushed back in and spent 12 hours in a hallway in agony. And it came up so quickly that weren't sure what was going to happen. I mean, 6 centimetres, it could have burst, and it would have
killed you.
It would have killed me. So it was something that was a trying time, and it put things in perspective for us.
We needed to take a bit of time out after going through that with Sarah. It was a difficult time. Everyone was kind of reevaluating everything, where we were, what we was doing, what was important to us, what was near to us, what was dear to us. And then we just kind of forgot everything, just chucked it to the side. It wasn't important to us. And, you know, as much as we love doing Fascination Street, and we genuinely love doing it, it wasn't a priority for us at that time.
No.
I mean,
I came home and I had a machine on that was making sure that all the gunk was stayed out, because it was an open sore that was left. So it wasn't very pleasant. So there was no way that I was in any fit state to do anything. And I was like that for 8 weeks.
And it would have been a bit awkward, sort of like sat there trying to do a show with Sarah's internal pump going at the same time, making lovely squirty, weird, bizarre noises.
That was 8 weeks. And then, strangely enough, 2 weeks later, lockdown.
Lockdown 1.0.
1.0.
I think
you were still at primary school.
I was still at primary, and everything was going well. We were wearing masks. We were doing everything we could for about 2 months?
Less than that.
About a month then.
Yeah. And
they said it was officially now too dangerous for us to be at school. And so they said we're going to probably be off for about not even...
It was going to be a 6 week.
Yeah, it was going to be at least a month homeschooling. And I said to Mum, we got this in the bag. And what we did was we did maths and literacy, because all the other classes we could not activate except for maths and English. So we did that for about, instead of a month, 6 months.
So instead of graduating primary school that he should have done, had his last day at school.
Never been done in the history of the school.
Nothing. Thankfully, I had an idea for him to take a shirt in. So on the last day that we knew that he was going to be there, and he got as many people to sign it as he could, just so he got something to...
I could have gone in, but it was too dangerous for me, and especially for Mum at this point.
We spoke it over as a family. and having him, I mean, being a frontline worker at the time, I could have had Mika at school. Easy, no problem. Your microphone's off.
It should be, because
Yeah,
it's going through
Can
your
everyone hear Sarah okay?
Otherwise, we get feedback.
Hey, Chuck's here. Billy's tarot, astrology and healing. Good evening to you, my sweet Sid Fitch. Hello, buddy.
I just want to aware you guys, we do have it on the TV so we can see
Maggie.
the chat.
So yeah, they're looking
Philip
at the chat.
Henry, good day to you.
Nana's in there as well.
Hey,
Hi,
Nan.
Mum. Robin, I saw sneak in as well.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And we all good?
Yeah.
So that
So-
was
So, as well as doing the homeschooling, we also went out and we done some conservation work. So, being a hiker, as you know,
As we are.
sorry,
As we are.
we loaded up a couple of backpacks full of tools, went off to a local area, and we cleared back probably about a quarter of a mile of brush and bushland, and that so people could actually start getting out and about. Because I thought, if we're going to get to lockdown and we're going to only be able to go out for exercise, I thought, living where we do, everyone is going to hit the trail, everyone's going to go. So we went out, loads and loads of bits and pieces.
But all that work
Yeah,
kind of didn't work in the end, because we
it did.
returned in about a month and nothing happened to it since we last
Well,
were there.
I think it had grown. It
It
grown,
grew
and
instead of
no one else had kind of kept the
No.
upkeep going quite like we did. So we kind of mixed it with that, which was a really, really kind of positive energy, knowing that we were getting out and about. We were also doing something to help others get out and about and do their thing as well. So it weren't necessarily, hey, Casper Parks, half man, half author. Good to see you, my friend.
Ian Campbell.
Ian Campbell as well. God, that is a motley crew this evening. So
Yeah,
summer.
that was summer.
No, that was leading up to summer.
that was
leading up to
yeah.
summer, and
Then it all went wrong with my work.
then we went on
They
to
had to
furlough,
make,
didn't they?
yep, we were already furloughed, and then they had to make 1,500 or 1,200 redundancies. So yeah, I went, and then I decided I was going to take the whole of summer off, which is
After 15 years.
13 years there. But the first time I'd taken a summer off since I left school, I think.
Yeah.
So for me, it was great fun. Got to do the social distancing exercise by buying a kayak and getting very, very socially distanced from everyone and everything, apart from
In the water.
aquatic
in the
life.
water, so we spent days down the beach in summer.
And we're talking about probably 30 degrees down here. It was
Some days
boiling.
it was beautiful, fresh seafood as well from the little place. So we could go out. I mean, we'd go down in the morning, early afternoon, catch up with our friends there. They had a kayak. A friend of ours who's a paddle boarder as well. Got ours out. Managed to go kayaking. Yeah, there you go. The kayak videos were awesome. Just being out there was awesome, Deb. I mean, we've done a couple of lives from the kayak. Loads and loads of pictures.
I have got to admit, we did almost go over a couple of times, but especially when we tried to get you out of it first time.
Have you noticed all those? Well, I'm a bit bigger than you, mate. But have you noticed that all those times that we went kayaking and all those silly things that we've done while we were doing it, we didn't actually fall out at any point?
No.
We've never fallen out of the kayak. Although on the first outing, we did get stopped by the sea police.
Do we go into that on a stream?
Yeah. First day of getting the kayak, there we were at the beach with our friends. Trying to get this buoy as big and as wide and as brilliant as we could. Got it done. Brilliant. Our friend suggested, let's go out over here. Yeah, brilliant. Let's go. Off we went.
Well, I am all worried because I wasn't in the water for about how long?
You've never been in a kayak like that.
No. So
Not out at sea.
I was panicking so much that I might have passed out, but then Dad said, grow up and do it. So we went out there.
Well,
I'm still worrying.
you were getting
Life jacket on.
Oh yeah, there were life jackets. Oh, absolutely.
I just couldn't vision that on myself, so I was still worrying that I don't have a life jacket, but I have it on.
So we've gone out. We've gone out with our friends. He's actually Mika's godfather, Gary, who's maybe lurking in the chat room, or he said he's going to be watching, and our best friend Matt as well, who's 1, 2, 3 doors up from where we live, and me and Matt have been friends since the dark ages. So we're there. We're trying to give Mika all the encouragement not to worry and all of that, and he's doing good. He's good. So they're like, okay, let's go over here. So we go out, and we're kind of just coming alongside the big Disney ship, which was moored up in the port of Dover and has been throughout the whole of the COVID lockdown. So we've managed to get round there and have a look and all these other bits. It's brilliant, really, really nice. And they was like, let's go around to this new like marina they've built. So I was like, yeah, cool. So there we go around there, and there's a big water pontoon, and they're like, let's go for a dive. So we've moored up right next to it. Everyone's got out. I've stayed in because obviously having a spine problem. Don't want to be jumping in, and you know, you're off work for a couple of months. Trying to find money from mortgages is a bit difficult. So as you get older, you get wiser, right? Giving me about another 20 years ago, I would have been all over that. So so everyone's jumping in and out, having a whale of a time.
Except for me, still on this.
And I'm sat on the beach.
Head, still very, very scared.
They're scared.
And I can even remember, I still remember this. And my uncle's come up to me and he said, oh, come on, dive in. And he's grabbed me hand and he's jumped in. But then I faked him thinking, oh, brilliant, he's gone in. But then I've realised I'm still holding his hand. So he's pulled me in with him. And I'm like, I just got pulled in.
Which is the first time. So he's come back up, life jacket on, he's kind of bobbing up and down. Water coming out of like ears, nose, mouth. It was honestly, it was like this big, beautiful, aquatic, spinning, spraying thing. It was great. So we've got him back along the side, and then I've noticed that the police boats coming up towards us.
No, we've done 1 or 2 more dives.
Yeah.
But then
it comes from a distance, and it started getting closer. And
at this point, I think Dad knew when it was.
Hey, there he is, Uncle Gaz. Gaz, we're just talking about the first time we took the kayak out, mate.
But yeah, I think Dad noticed. I think Dad noticed the coppers coming near us, and at this point, Dad's like, coppers, and so I've gone back in the kayak with them, and they've told us, oh, you shouldn't be here, and you know, we were fine, but Gaz is still jumping in. We're trying not to laugh with the rozzers around, so obviously we've made a move, but Gaz is still jumping in.
We've managed to
until eventually we told him, get a move on.
We managed to get all the way out, all the way around the corner, and we're still waiting there for probably a good couple of minutes while everyone else was still jumping in and out, getting on, and then making their way round. So Gaz
actually managed to get to the end of the pier, and I was actually filming them as well, being caught and coming back.
Caught by the fuzz
Between their legs.
The old Bill.
Giggling like school kids, all of them, paddling away they all were. There they were, giggling away, and they're coming up. Guess what? Guess what? And then all of them are like just kids. Mom, guess what? Guess what? Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely it was great. And I'd like to point out, as you say, you see Gaz in the live chat. He is Mika's godfather. So a lot of from this point onwards that you're going to hear Mika talking and stuff like that, Gaz would have been around him. So you know, yeah. But it was no, you're right, Deb. It was really, really, really good fun. We had such a good summer. Again, it really helped with like the whole mental health thing. And
I mean, it was a lot better for us to get out than staying indoors, because
that's when you're going to start arguing and stuff like that. And
because of the heat and all of that, we couldn't. I think if we stayed in their house, there might have been an argument between me and Dougie, big time.
Yeah, the dog. Fascination Street dog.
Fascination Street dogs.
Yeah, we haven't got that yet.
No, but
and then so
we got
summer all over. September.
Yeah, September.
Start of a new school year. Well, for Mika, it wasn't just a new school year. It was
secondary.
A whole new school.
Yeah.
So for people in America, he was off to high school.
Pretty much.
So yeah, you'll see them.
You'll see them in a minute. We'll bring them in one by one. But
Casper, hang on a second. I've seen Mika plans to watch NASA's Perseverance Mars rover landing on Mars. Yeah, absolutely. Because our names are on it. There was a thing just before they launched it, going back a few years ago, that if you registered your names to NASA, your name would be put on that before it was sent. And I have got the tickets somewhere.
All 3 of us are on there.
All 3 of us are on there, although we are just as us, not the first family of Fringe or Fascination Street or anything like that.
Yeah, just our names.
So yeah, we're on there. So yeah, we do have a bit of an interest in that one, Casper, for sure, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Mika started new school.
Yes, tell us. Right, secondary school. Tell us about it.
The first day was very nerve-wracking because I didn't know how they would how it would go and how I would feel emotionally. But about 2 hours in, I thought, why was I so emotional about this? So I continued the day, and I was absolutely fine. So I've continued for about 3 months? No, not even a month.
You were there for your first term, so it was a 6-week term. You had 2 weeks off. You were back for 3 weeks.
No. I did the second
wave. And when a child was found to be positive with no symptoms, they shut the entire school. And Mika was then homeschooled from then. And he's been homeschooled ever since. So before Christmas, when they broke up, the 19th of December, they broke up for Christmas. And they've been off ever since.
I don't know if we could show the certificates that are on the table.
Mika's been doing homeschool, and Mika's been getting himself up every morning with
Am I allowed to show
amazing.
Yeah, I'm allowed to show because
don't know if it'll be back to front or not.
It will be back to front, but it's from Dover Christchurch. No, it isn't. So it's from Dover Christchurch Academy. Oh no, the light's in it now. There we go. So this is 2020.
Don't tell me we've got lights. I think we've got natural radiant skin tones. I'd be like,
that is 20. This is 2021, and that's 2020, and that's not even all of the certificates I've got now. I've got about 6 in about 2 terms.
So that one was for 100% attendance for his second term.
Yeah.
This one is for outstanding effort.
2020.
Yeah. This one is a tutor reward certificate, February 2021, which is a star award for outstanding effort whilst learning at home.
And the other one, there's another one that was January.
That's good, because I was about to read that one again there.
Yeah.
There was all of those, and in the meantime, obviously, Jim was looking for work and found a new job.
Thanks,
in a line of work that I really wanted to go back to mental health. Originally, I wanted to go and do outreach work for the homeless, and so that's not totally off my list yet. But I managed to find a really good job with within mental health. Yeah, beautiful bunch of people, some of the most wonderful, awesome care workers I've ever had the chance to work with. Without a doubt, there is some real fantastic people there. So yeah, I've kind of come from the frying pan and landed straight on a nice clean dish with no grease or anything. It was really good, and you know, it kind of put me in a real happy place. Considering what a year it had been and everything, that was the one positive that was needed out of the whole negative situation. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I've been down and that,
Down in the dumps at the moment.
but we've still managed to get out, get hiking, and find the beauty in bits and pieces. And I kind of made it my thing to start sharing pictures pictures that I take that I think are okay, and I'll put those on Facebook and things like that. So people that don't have the opportunity or have the landscape that I live in have the opportunity. If you just dropped your phone,
I've just dropped my phone for the second time.
see something beautiful from the outside to remind them it's still there. So yeah, it's been a dark time. I've seen that some people on Facebook have been struggling, whether it be with that, whether it be with seasonal awareness disorder, whether or not it's just being stuck on their own. It's, you know, and that's what I mean for us. I mean, we've been so blessed, gifted and lucky with what we've had. You know, we've had each other, and we've really made the best out of this really crappy time.
I mean, when my birthday came around, that was probably, I think I was very down in the dumps, weren't I? I wasn't mostly happy all the time.
The usual thing.
No,
I mean,
that's it. I mean, all of us, absolutely every single one of us.
I mean, I'd wake up.
Have been.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No,
No, really, I insist. No, I insist.
I insist.
We're British. Seriously, I insist.
Yes,
So I
darling, don't forget the
Please
skins.
carry on.
So I would wake up in the morning and mum and dad would just be like, why are you so upset? And I'm like, I'm not upset. And they'd say, well, you are upset. And I'd say, I'm not. And when my birthday came around, it just felt not important. It just didn't feel that same.
Well, not only that as well. I mean, we planned something really big for Mika's birthday. Mika, I don't know if some of you may know this, but Mika's a massive Gordon Ramsay fan. And what we'd done is we couldn't take him up to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant up in London. So the next best thing we could find was Marco Pierre White's restaurant, which we actually have one of in our hometown here. And we booked that for Mika's birthday. Thought, you know, we can't bring you Gordon Ramsay, but we can take you to a restaurant of the guy that taught him. So we'd had everything booked and it was all good to go. It was solid, it was golden. And then within the blink of an eye,
2.0.
it was gone.
So we had a dinner at home and everything was fine. So about 2 days later, it was any ordinary day, and me and mum were in the house at coming up to 6.
About 6 o'clock.
And I'm sitting down on my own.
John aside, I turned half a century last year and didn't do a thing, just family around me. Happy half a century, dear boy. Half a century and not out. What a fair innings. Karen.
And me and mum sat down for dinner. We had dinner. Everything was fine. And we hear this knock at the door. Mum said, stay in here. I'll go and get it. So I'm still eating my dinner. I've completed it. And mum says, could you just quickly come out here? So I've gone out and there is this lovely white and ginger little puppy. Well, not little puppy, but you know what I mean. And I just, I felt so emotional because that was probably the best thing in 2020.
Buster,
Oh, they're gonna
this way.
Oh no!
Come on in.
This is about to go.
Come on. Come here. Come here.
It's the new Fascination
He's the
dog.
latest addition to the family. This is Buster. You've seen pictures of him on the internet. Yeah, and he's lively. Very lively. Oi, oi.
He's a big puppy. But we still got.
They both need haircuts. They are so overgrown.
I've got goggles.
And they just
Hey,
had a
pretty.
bath.
Yeah.
Puppy!
So that's it.
Hello!
So yeah, we managed to. No.
Oh, careful,
Oh.
careful. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Good
There.
boy!
We're getting there, but there's also a lot of production value that goes on behind the camera. There's a lot of wires, a lot of
He's
cables.
getting a little bit
Go on, buddy.
vicious.
All right. Well, I'm not getting any tissy. Am I getting tisses?
Yeah,
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, he's getting angry the way you hold him. Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
He's got it complete mood.
That's
no!
it.
Careful.
So yeah. So that's it. So we got Buster.
And we still got
As well.
Douglas, which is a good part to our family.
Yeah.
We now have Buster and he is a total handful.
But he
Buster
was.
does like Amy. Amy is a Yorkshire Terrier and
Yeah.
bless her, he really does love
He
Amy.
really loves
really
Amy.
Loves her.
Really,
He tried
really.
to really love her today.
Yeah.
He loved her that much that he tried to make her a double-decker dog with 6 legs and 2 heads, and one of the heads were halfway up its back.
We're
Yeah. But the thing
probably.
is, though, it wouldn't have been halfway up his back because he totally swarms her.
Yeah,
because
she's
she's
tiny.
area.
We
Yeah.
might not want to say that seems we're child friendly.
No. There's nothing that bad. No, double-decker dog is fine. Tanette, hello, darling. Long time no see. This is great. Look, we're like on the big screen and everything.
I know, right?
No idea that my head
Literally.
was so big.
It's so strange. I actually look like I'm looking up at the ceiling, and yet all I'm doing is just turning my head to the TV.
But it looks like you're
Yeah.
looking at the
And
screen.
it looks like I'm looking up. It's so strange. It's weird.
So Sarah's over that way.
And it's only just because so they can
But
actually see.
The way I'm looking
Yeah.
at her, it's that way. That
He loves her 5 dollar, yeah.
very much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
I've done that.
if we just turn the camera around, they've got the TV on with YouTube, so they can see
There you
all
go.
of your comments.
There we go. Let's spin. There we are.
There you are.
There we are. So that's how we can see your comments as well.
But we've still got
And
Dougie.
now I've just messed up the camera
Yeah.
alignment.
Congrats.
Thanks. Oh, it took me ages to line that. There we go. We back in.
I've still got Doug on my.
That's all right.
lap.
Got Buster down here.
So
So there we go. So that took us to October.
December.
December. What?
No, we haven't got there yet. So
Yeah,
we've
we're
got
in
Buster,
October.
and then
So we've only had him for
there
a month.
was my birthday.
No, it was his birthday. that we got
October.
him.
Yeah, I'm just saying we've gone past that now. We've done the Buster bit, and now we've moved on,
Yeah,
haven't we? Have we moved on?
but your
Ross.
birthday is before his.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of my dad's birthday, October the 12th. It's because you've got 23rd, which is my dad's as well, so it's awkward. It's weird. So yeah, and then that was it. So next thing was Christmas. Christmas.
Yeah.
It was strange. Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because my parents
Hey, Kelly.
are part of our support network. Is that Kelly? Because my parents are part of our support network, we were able to see them on Christmas Day. And it was weird because Mika and I walked across the road, looked up and down the road, and it was dead. It was like we'd gone out in the middle of the apocalypse. There was not a single child in the street going up and down on
And I mean, yeah,
skateboards, bicycles, electric scooters. There was
Nothing.
nothing. It was as dead can be,
I
wasn't it?
mean, when it was last Christmas or like a couple of Christmases ago, you know, like everyone would be on.
Everyone was outside. Everyone was having fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we go out there. The moment we go out, no one's out there. No one's playing. No one's enjoying.
And it's just eerily quiet.
It just seemed like there was a zombie apocalypse and everyone was evacuated. No one was out in the streets. And I mean, when
It was weird.
Everyone had gone Dave. Everyone had gone Dave.
Dave,
They haven't
everyone
dead
has
Dave.
gone.
They're not dead Dave.
No,
They're
but
gone
everyone's gone. Yeah. And that was weird. So we managed to get that over and done with.
I did
Christmas
get an electric
was
scooter.
Amazing. Yeah, Mika was righteously spoiled. So was
Thanks.
I. So was Sarah.
That's more like it.
It was great. It was an amazing Christmas. Just apart from the weird eeriness. And then New Year, I worked. So
Nothing happened.
you both had early nights?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No. And
I was up until 12.
that's the first New Year in, I can't even remember when.
The 15,
That-
20 years we've been together.
Yeah.
That we haven't seen it in.
Apart from times when I was working at sea and stuff like that, but never stayed up late to watch. Stayed up late to watch the fireworks from Big Ben or anything like that. So that was a bit of a weird one. So yeah, so then that kind of brought us to where we are now. And we kind of thought, you know, New Year, what we're going to do. And then there was like, well, we can't really do a great deal again because we're still in lockdown part 3.
I mean, now they're talking about to us that we're going back in about 3 to 2 weeks, but I can't see that
March,
happening.
is it March the 8th?
March 22nd.
March 22nd, they're going to talk about loosening restriction. But what gets me
Is they're going to loosen it, but it's going to go back on?
well, no. The thing is all of our governing powers over here said that once the R rate was below 1, we'd be out of lockdown. Now, this country's R rate has been under 1 for many, many weeks, but yet they still haven't like eased the lockdown. And the general man on the street is starting to get a bit tired of this, which you can right royally understand. So yeah, it's where we are now is still a little bit weird where we are, what's going on, where we're going to be. We just don't know at the moment. But all I do know is that like everything's actually going to be all right in the end. It really is. It may seem really bad now. It may seem really bad at the start, but once it's over and done with, honestly, it's going to be brilliant. So there's still so much more to look forward to. There really, really is. It's nice to see that like so many others have started streaming, doing their thing now. We haven't got an exact date for when we're going to return as a show. We are in talks at the moment with people that we're going to get on.
And we're not going to do it like every Saturday, you know. We might do it different days.
Yeah, I mean, we may even do pre-recorded if we can't get people that we want and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but,
especially with your work pattern as well.
We're not gonna be like we used to be on a Saturday night. It was us. It's not gonna be like that. We're probably gonna do, you know, different schedules.
That's what I mean. We're still in the early stages and that, but we kind of thought it was only right that we do a live, have a bit of a catch up with everyone, see how everyone is, see where we're at, and it'll be nice as well because we can kind of feed off of you folks where we're going. What we want. I mean, thing is there are certain subjects in that we would like to cover, and trying to find certain people to cover them can be a bit difficult. We've got authors that will be coming on. There's a few people which will be coming on that I want specifically because I'm really selfish like that. So one of them is to do with Star Wars and costuming. It's actually someone that builds armor, which is like 501st level. Really, really interesting, beautiful person. So I've got them lined up, trying to find a date that's suitable for them. Various authors from the Flying Disc Publications roster. We'll be having a few of those guys on as well. A series of Fascination Street would not be complete without the amazing Philip Mantle and my mentor in the British UFO scene, and that he's knowledgeable, he's loving, he's always given us so much support, and he's also, as I say, a show associate with Flying Disc Press. Dave Partridge, Shadows of Your Mind magazine, always been another long-standing show associate, friend and supporter of the show, so we'll have Dave on as well. I am endeavouring to try and get Chris Evers on as well. Yeah, Chris Evers is an amazing guy, isn't he? We like Chris. Outer Limits magazine,
yeah,
and that he's put on conferences and bits and pieces over in the UK. First got to meet him in Awakening with Dex and Lizzie. If you're watching this later, hello, my darlings. Really, really lovely. Really good. So we've got a fair few people that we want to get on. There's a few bits and pieces as well. Like we're looking for people that are, very, very, very good with sort of like the physics behind the afterlife. People that are very, very talented at work with things like the butterfly effect, which is one that we will be doing at some point, and that is the butterfly effect, not the movie, unless of course you want to talk about the movie, because it is a pretty banging movie. So I'm pretty sure we can do that. We've got anything from the chat room?
Philip Henry, is there a chance that you could have Sue Walker and Reverend White Otter?
Yes, we could.
How could we not?
There is
How
a possible
could
chance
we not?
we'll be reaching out to a few other people to see if they were going to be available as well. So.
Because I do know that there was a possibility before while we were off that we could have had Clifford Mahuti as well, which is someone that I've always wanted to speak to because he's just amazing, really, really amazing. I would ideally like to reach out to Cal Korth as well, because don't know if you guys saw the show that he done with Steve Cambion, where they were going through the software that he developed for the ufology, not ufology. And that was amazing. That was really good. So I'd like to have him on to be able to discuss that as well, because I think it's something that everyone should kind of be looking at now that the waters are starting to clear out and they're not so muddied anymore, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Anyone else that you can think of that you want to have on?
Are we going to talk to some people?
Pat Breeze.
Yeah, Pat's in the chat.
Wow, Pat. Gandalf.
Actually, boys, when I took my redundancy, I actually spent a couple of grand having my ears put back, just so I'd let you know, rather than saying they look bigger. They've actually gone back. See? I've done that just for, like, you know, insecurity. But thanks for noticing that they're smaller. No, we haven't got the buckle on the belt yet, Pat.
Still trying to find the perfect belt, aren't we?
Yeah.
It just.
And on top of that as well, we've kind of been dealing with our own Star Wars bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I now own a full original Stormtrooper set of armor.
Callum's in the chat, guys.
Callum Flower. Callum, we want you back for another Star Wars show soon.
Do I need to do the Wookiee impression?
No.
Good.
No. So yeah, if you pass your box.
The magic box.
The magic box.
There's nothing too special.
So we've got.
Yeah. So now not only do I have one child in Star Wars, I now have two.
So we've been getting.
And it's now armor,
proper
outfit.
proper armour,
I need a bigger house.
spray painting. There you go. Look at that Mandalorian cod piece. Get that, ladies. Whoa.
Hello,
You're
ladies.
Hello, ladies. What's that? The bum bit? No, that's
that is
front bit.
yeah, that's the front.
So we've got all of these bits and pieces. So they've all got to be built. What we've got down here. What we've got down here. It's a bit rude. So yeah, it's all got to be sprayed and done. And but
although Jim's one that is Stormtrooper is complete.
it's an original 1979 A New Hope
Mhm.
stunt Stormtrooper costume. Custom built by the wonderful people at RWA Creations. And worth every goddamn penny. It really, really is.
One of my mates are in the chat.
Harrison King.
I kind of put it in one of our talking chat bots in WhatsApp, so
That's all right.
maybe expect one or two of my friends to come along.
That's all right. Harrison, how are you? You having a good time? Enjoying your time off school? No doubt I'll probably end up hearing you down the headset later on at some point. So
Yeah.
So probably you'll see Harrison in a bit.
Yeah.
We might. Oh, hang on. No, you've
Oh.
got to put the space there.
that's all good. Right, so everyone talk to us. How have you been? What have you been doing?
They can see all your comments on the,
Yeah.
we've got the TV on.
I see them on
So-
YouTube, but I can't see any Facebook comments if there's anyone watching through Facebook.
The Facebook comments are coming through too.
Oh, are they? Is there anyone that I've missed on Facebook?
No, you would have seen it come up.
So do we need a roll call of who's here, who's not?
I wouldn't want to go through everyone that's there. There's
Robin,
quite
are
a
you
few.
still here?
You've got 15.
I want. Yeah, let's have a chat with
That's
Robin.
good.
Oh, and quite Brett. Brett, we love you, love you, love you. I was like 20 seconds behind, so I was watching you. Aha. Awake. Do you know, I've got a funny feeling that expos may be a thing of the past. I think this whole lockdown thing is same as concerts. So many more people now are using this as their medium to reach other people. How much more easier is it for you to get hold of me, send me an email, me press join, and I can join your stream? You don't have to fly me over to wherever you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to put me up. You know, and it's amazing. I mean, we watched what was it? Formula One. McLaren releasing their new Formula One car last night. And because they couldn't have people there as usual, they actually had a fan wall. And I've just applied to be part of that fan wall for when Aston Martin launched their Formula One car this season. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, you know, you still want to walk around, you still want to meet people, you still want to have a bit of fun. You want to go to like your little gem stores, you want to have a look at your crystals, you want to do all these things. And I really, really, really hope.
Do you know, it's so upsetting not me going there and buying all the crystals. I want to go and get crystals.
You spent a lot of money on crystals, especially amethyst.
We
Yeah,
won't
amethyst
talk
was
about
painful,
that.
weren't they?
Moving on.
But no, I genuinely hope it's not the end, but I can see it maybe going a little bit more that way because it's just easier. People don't have to travel, you know. And
It's cheaper for everyone all round as well.
well, that's it. I mean, you think how much more a conference is going to make if they do it like that, where they're not having to worry about fly people over, put them up in hotels, and it's, you know,
Losing money in one way, but gaining it in another.
that's it. I mean, people like, I don't know, say for instance, Metallica, you know, doing like a lockdown concert.
That was
This
pretty
is
cool.
like an example.
Even though I didn't see that, that sounds pretty wicked.
No, Still Panther.
Oh yeah,
Still
I
Panther.
remember.
They done the lockdown concert, didn't they? So yeah, Yeah, no, I agree, Philip. I hope it's not the end. Unless, of course, they kind of do it as a bit of a sideline while you're all there. Because, I mean, with a mobile phone, and it could have been another mobile phone, but we've just got a lap. You've got a show. You know, it's hardly any put out. You know, apart from what we pay for our StreamYard subscription. But what we've done is where people have kindly donated to the show, we've put it back in to get better cameras, to get better lighting, and it also pays for our monthly subscription to StreamYard, so we can get more people on and do more bits and pieces. So, you know, it's easier to do that way. But again, other people probably do it out of a purely profit way.
Yeah.
And so some of them should, because the amount of time
Yeah.
and hard work, you know, I mean, someone like Steve Cambion, honestly, I cannot say enough good things about Steve. The content he puts out is brilliant. The sheer volume of work he puts out is brilliant. The amount of research, I mean, the guy knows his onions. So he is
you don't
worth.
have to check any of it, because you know that
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
already done that for you.
Exactly, you know, and he's worth every single penny. So people, I've got no problem being a Patreon with. That is brilliant, you know, and I just wish that I could maybe give him a little bit more. But when you're struggling yourself, it's difficult. But, you know, so some, I think, you know, some will do it that way and make a little bit extra on top.
Fair play to them if that's what you could do. But yeah, it's been a very up and down year for everyone.
It's been an up and down year this last 1 and a bit months. I'm just glad that we've had a steady flow of motorsport to get me through this lockdown period as well. There's been so many endurance races.
It doesn't matter about, you know, obviously getting caught by the rules. Just as long as we have motorsport, we're okay.
Absolutely.
We're okay. If we don't have motorsport, it's all over. I'm sorry.
I got 8 solid hours of racing this weekend, so I'm really happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm really good with it.
You've got your
your
love.
Yeah, absolutely, and my family as well. I mean,
how is everyone dealing?
Yeah,
at the moment,
you guys talk to us, send us questions, send us your stories, speak to us now. We can have a little bit of a refresh then.
Or if anyone would like to come on and chat.
Exactly. Just obviously put the link in the chat and they can come on.
Yeah,
I'm quite happy to put the link in the chat.
Sorry, don't sound a little player.
That wishes to join, you're more than welcome. Let's do that.
Hey, shadows of your mind.
Hey, Dave.
Oh.
Look at Dougie.
Let's just put it in the chat, shall we?
Look
what the hell?
I'm
not just going to give it to any one person.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's out in the chat.
First come, first serve. Who's going to come? Who's going to come and play with us this evening?
You're more than welcome.
It doesn't matter whether you want to join.
You've got to have awesome questions, and you've got to look as good as we do.
You've got to let us know how you're dealing with things.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? So other people know that they're not alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Thanks, Dave. It's good to be back.
I think it might be one of the Kings instead of Harrison this time. How is every?
Oh no, that is Harrison King.
Oh no, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Mika, have you been practicing your dark
death metal voice vocal so you can communicate properly with Sasquatch? He almost has an adult voice now.
He does.
I've got to say, I'm going very, very, very old already.
Right, okay, so Philip Emery. Well, health reasons, I've had to isolate since March, but I've made the most of it. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I mean, do you have family with you, or has it been like proper self-isolation with no one else about? I can imagine that if you have like a good routine and that going, you're probably okay.
I don't know. A lot of people, some people, you hear so many people that have gone through things, and the family either haven't been there or the family has broke apart purely because they haven't been able to stand being with each other for too long.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did hear that, like, at the moment, the UK doctors prescribing antidepressants to people is at an all-time record high, which you can understand. You can. Okay, Kelly, thank you for popping in, sweetheart. Lovely to see you. Stay safe, stay well.
Sidwich, been a year of constant YouTube watching. Sadly, I lost my granddad in June. Old age, not COVID. So sorry to hear of your loss there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So sad. I do
you
apologise.
You lost your grandfather as well, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
And that was very, very difficult. You didn't get to pay your respects as much as you wanted to, did you?
I wasn't able to go to the funeral. I was able to see Granddad turn up and drive away with the other cars, and that was that.
Yeah,
it's so sad to know, really.
It's been very strange. I want to hear the show about the afterlife. That's interesting. Could you? Yeah, absolutely, Justin.
Yeah.
It's something that I have a very, very deep interest in as I've got older. And I think, science and other bits and pieces are proving more and more now that there is more that goes on after than we first thought. So yeah, there's a couple of people that I've got in mind. I can't tell you now, but I've got them written down that I want to try and reach out to that have written books on it, etc. Because it is genuinely something that fascinates me for sure. Because we know this isn't it. We know 100%. Whether or not we be different religions, beliefs, or whatever, we believe that there is an eternity, and one way or another, we're all going to get there. Whether or not we believe in this, whether or not we believe in that, or whether or not we believe in the God over there wearing the pink slippers with his hair in curlers or whatever, you know what I mean? It makes no difference. We're all going to be there. It's all going to be a party, and we're going to have a great time. Right. Where are we?
So we had to invite people.
Wow.
30 people max. Well, my granddad passed when it was the second wave, and it was only 5-person to a funeral. So it was only my dad and my auntie that went with my mum and her husband. So yeah, that's all that was there. So, but yeah, it's one of those things, unfortunately. Philip Emery, I've now 4 people who have died in all of this, and very small funerals, etc.
Oh, so sorry to hear.
Absolutely.
And Justine, absolutely. It's the only one thing in life that is certain. It really, really is. And yeah, I mean, I'd rather it later than sooner, but that's why it's important for everyone to make the most of every day that they get. Every day is a gift. Be thankful for every day, every minute, every interaction, which is why as you get older, you find it more important to kind of shut out all the noise, all the clutter, and you realize the people that are around you that are good for you. And yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Absolutely. Just don't surround yourself with like lots and lots and lots of people. It's quality more than quantity, for sure.
Absolutely.
That's what. Hey, how you doing, UFO Chronicles podcast? We are back, but we're not back fully yet. We haven't got a start date.
We're back, but we're not back.
I mean, not like back. I mean, we're back.
We're back, but we're not back.
We're letting you know that we are
Still alive.
We're here. We are alive.
Like Alan Partridge bouncing back.
Although there was a little bit of if and but whether it would be, but Yeah, we're live kicking.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we went through. Right. Okay, so we're going to bring back Fascination Street. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we need to do a video, like an intro video. We haven't got that done yet. Well, I've got the video, but we don't know how to work it with StreamYard before the show starts. Then it was going to be, should we bring it back as a radio show?
I
So,
mean, there was a talk about that me and Dad were going to go back to the radio show.
Yep.
But we're obviously, you know, if we're, you know, going to go off again, then we can still do me and you radio.
well, that's it. I mean, I've still got everything that I need. I've still got a mixer, audio condenser, computer. I've got everything for a radio show, because originally that's the route that we were going. But why? We can do this. I mean, if people want to hear it, then there's loads and little programs that you can get through your web browser where you can put, you know, the link to the show, and you can actually just download the audio.
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to see us on the screen, because I appreciate sometimes looking at my face or sometimes my shirts for a couple of hours can be a bit dazzling on the eyes, or quite depressing, really.
That's all right, guys. No need to
Billy?
thank us.
It's tough. I live on my own, but I've been learning tons about astrology, which is amazing, and practicing remote Reiki, which seems more powerful than in person. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Absolutely, Billy. You'll find more than enough people into tarot, astrology, within our group of friends, for sure. There's a fantastic lady, I don't know if you know her, called Michelle Emery.
She's brilliant.
We've done a show with her, and she live from a shop in New Orleans. And she absolutely amazing lady. You and her would get on really, really well. But so if you look through the back catalogue, find Michelle Emery, and she done our beginner's guide to tarot. Brilliant. Fantastic.
She helped us
Beautiful
so much
lady.
with tarot.
Right, where else are we? Chaos Theory, Ryan. How are you, bud?
Jazzy said thanks for keeping him sane, although I doubt he's ever been sane in his life.
Gary's never been sane. Old he is, I've known him. No, not really, Dave. Although you've got the option to kind of go back, erase, edit, blah. We don't like that. We like a nice natural kind of progression. So when you start editing it, I mean, that's more kind of production value than this. I mean, some of the best laughs that we've had with like other people and stuff like that is just because we're not scripted. I mean, when we first started out, we were scripted.
We were
very scripted.
We had like checkpoints around the room. There'd be big bits of paper, bullet
especially
points.
For Mika, because obviously him being so young.
I mean, there was.
You say never work with children or animals, which is absolutely true, because you never know what he's going to say.
I don't know. We got
both dogs are asleep on Mika and I.
I can even remember the first time we did our radio station.
Thanks for popping in, UFO Chronicles podcast. Love you, long time. Thanks for all the love and support as always.
I was really ill, weren't I, doing that podcast? And
sweating tons.
I was really sweating. Then 1 minute I was sweating, I was cold. Sweating, cold. And I was really ill. I was sneezing. I was coughing. And me and Dad made up the code of the cough button.
The cough button, because I was using a headset, which we were both sharing, with the microphone in between. So we kind of sat like this. Had like a set of Turtle Beach headsets on. So the microphone's coming up here, so we can both sort of like head to head and
the moment I gave Dad the sign of cough,
I had a button here that I could turn on and off. So we worked it as a cough button, but then I kind of got distracted and forgot about the cough button.
And I was coughing through it, but we kind of forgot about it. But it was still quite a good episode anyway.
Dave, as if I've ever thrown you under the bus, mate.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing.
You naughty boy.
Nothing. Ryan. I need notes. I'm old and can't remember anything. Mate, I think I'm
Yeah.
Still a bit older than you. So
Trouble is, he doesn't like going shopping, so he gets them.
I really don't like going shopping.
You don't know.
I get social anxiety when we go out and about. I get real bad social anxiety. So if I know we're going shopping, I'll always have a hat on. Underneath my hat, I've got headphones in, or maybe just one headphone. I try and hide it really, really well. So I think people in town just think I'm really, really ignorant when they sort of like call me and I don't respond, but it's because I've got headphones in. Because I'd rather kind of walk around a supermarket with, I don't know, a bit of Pink Floyd or The Cure or something on than have to listen to other people's jibber jabber.
No, I think it's the other way round.
Right, you're 46, really? You're older than me.
Let's
Really?
just say me and Dad have some
Yeah,
fun in the shops.
yeah. We have other ways. We like to
like to
like to make involuntary noises.
No, we walk around and we scream in the shops.
That's what I mean, involuntary noises. Yeah.
And so it is quite funny how me and Dad go around and we go around in the shops and try and cause some mayhem.
Yeah.
And it works. It works.
It's good. It's good fun.
We scare other people.
Yeah, just by the sheer loudness of ah!
Yeah.
But we've got Aaron Kraskell mainly to blame for that.
Yeah.
Aaron
I'll see you later.
Yeah, and I know Robin, if she's still here, I know that she's a big Aaron Kraskell fan.
Yeah, she found out that you used to work with him.
Yeah, found out that me and him were friends.
My book.
Yeah, you've got
Aaron Kraskell. Do you want me to quickly go and grab it?
No, where's his collar?
Oh no! I took it off downstairs.
Oh,
because he was having his bath.
Oh, the bath.
His bath, darling.
Bath. Bath. Bath.
And don't forget the bath and the skin.
Bath.
So I put the
have you actually the
StreamYard in the chat a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nobody's taken up on the offer.
No, you haven't put it in the YouTube chat. I'm looking now.
It should be in both chats. It should have gone into Facebook and YouTube.
Scroll down. That's all right. Scrolling up, you plum. Okay.
Oh, you know everything.
May I? Thank you.
It's come up on here that it's come.
Have I missed anyone?
Can you see what I put on there?
Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. No, it's just this one from Justine. I have a deck of tarot cards right behind me. I can read them. I had an episode that made me put them down for years. Interesting. I'd like to hear your story, young lady.
Magical.
Indeed.
Magical.
Maggie is the best card reader. Also brilliant. I've not seen you read cards, Maggie. Oh, actually, no. You still reading at the end of the show, didn't you?
So did we.
What else we got?
Something from Harrison King.
Yep. Harrison, all you need to do is push on through the pain and focus on more things. It seems hard. Yeah, absolutely.
We do that.
Absolutely.
We do that every day. So.
Billy, keeping positive and gratitude is so important. Yeah, absolutely. Gratitude is the attitude. Seriously, live by it. Gaz, get lucky for me, but maybe not for them. I'm in Jim's family bubble. Yes, you are, Gaz. You see, Gary. We love Gary. Gary, he's in our family. He's kind of like that weird, like uncle that you just keep in the corner at parties, and you just all right. You don't talk. You know, you're like, oh, Uncle Gary over there. Yeah, we don't talk about him over here though. That's Gaz.
We talk about him. There might be an issue, so just.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gazza. I appreciate that big time.
Anytime. Made it to work, so I'm out. Much love, John aside. Thank you for turning up, mate. Good to see you. Stay safe. Stay well. Safe. Big love. Mwah.
Lots of love to the family.
Ryan, you know, I've always got an open front door for you, mate.
What?
Anytime, just hit me up. If it's pre-recorded or whatever, we can do that. If it's live, then
You'll have to look at rotors,
Yeah,
times.
you'll have to look at rotors and times, because obviously UK, US times for sure. I'm surprised even Jiggy. We even made it onto Jiggy's show the other morning.
Oh
It is, yeah.
well,
Sylvia up the road has just popped in.
Hey,
Hey,
Sylv, how are you? Love you, all good?
Thanks. Guys, I think.
So I'm going to see.
yeah, that was my response to it.
Inquire within. I prefer telepathy. The internet is too old. Absolutely. Telepathy is the way, my man. Just going to see what else there is. Callum. I miss Callum.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I can't. Your link.
Yeah, your link's
Oh.
not actually in the
I've
chat.
just put it in there.
Yep. So yeah, no, whenever's good, Brian, just hit me up, mate, anytime. And we'll find a time which is good for you over there, and when's good for me over here. So yeah, anytime we can do that. Right, so if that's it, shall we sign off then, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait on, quickly.
Oh, go
We've
easy.
got.
Go easy.
There we go. He doesn't
Not
mind.
showing up. I don't
We've
know.
got Mr. Dougie. Say goodbye.
So I'm putting it in there,
Say
copying and
goodbye.
pasting.
He doesn't.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dunno. Okay, well,
Well, it's by from
I'm
one of
gonna
the
have to work
doggies.
on it anyway. It's been a
yeah,
while
we've
since I've
still
done
got
anything
stuff.
like this.
Like I put in the video yesterday, we've still got bits and pieces that we're still working out, and we'll get there in the end. We just need someone that's really, really good with StreamYard that can help us with putting our banner on and
Something.
how to get our intro video working as well, because we've had a lovely bit of music written for us by a friend.
It's nice to
Yeah,
get it
it's
out.
nice. It's uplifting. It's
I don't know why nothing's popped up. I've been copying and pasting into the chat, but nothing's working.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this is a goodbye from one tired pup.
there's another one down there.
yeah, he's totally crashed out on my feet.
Buster.
Buster,
He's ruined.
this way.
Buster.
Buster.
Oh, there we go. He's woken up. He's woken up. We've got
So,
goodbye from
hang on a
the
second.
two Fascination Street dogs now.
Buster and Douglas. Hello, darling. You all right? Sorry I woke you up. Didn't mean to. We still be friends.
This one doesn't mind being
Still
woken
be
up.
friends.
He'll go back to straight sleep.
Busy.
Yeah.
He's,
So loving.
he is genuinely such an affectionate little dog. We absolutely adore him.
Yeah.
Hello, hey. Love our boys. Right. Okay then. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay,
wrap. That's a
guys.
chicken wrap.
Right, so
So hopefully next time we see you, we will be a bit
shout
more.
outs.
Yeah, a bit more
Organised.
organised, get things together.
This
We'll
was the
have
last
something,
second
and
stream.
we'll have a calendar on what's going to be happening, when, where, and with who.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, if you're new, all links will be found in the show description.
Yeah.
And again, if you've got any questions, ideas, anything like that, we're always open to hearing from every single one of you on ideas that you think might be good, something we may not have thought of, anything like that.
Facebook.
Yep.
Message us if you've got an idea on maybe somebody you'd like to hear from, and we'll see if we can make the magic happen.
That's it. So I'd like to say a big shout out to our two show associates, which are Shadows of Your Mind magazine and Flying Disc Press, run by Philip Mantle.
Yeah.
We'd like to say a big love you to all of our friends, Jiggy, Steve Cambion, Natasha Nix, Inquire Within. Who else? Who else do we know? Who else do we know? We know everyone.
Kelly.
Debs,
Gaza.
Robin,
Yeah.
Maggie. Is Davey still about?
If Davey.
Maybe
don't know.
Davey's still about.
Possibly.
And yeah, and Mark Tirana, if you're out there anywhere and you see this or anything like that, mate, then just know that we love you, we miss you, and we hope that everything's all okay, doing whatever it is you're doing or wherever you are, mate.
Yeah.
Tried to get in contact with you a few times. with nothing. So genuinely hope that you're okay, mate.
We
And
miss you dearly.
yeah, we do. Even the jokes, the banter, whatever. All right.
Yep.
Cool. So right. So it's
Much
goodbye
love.
from me. It's goodbye from him, and it's goodbye from her and these, isn't it?
It is, and now I've got
Stay safe. Stay well. Love
Bye,
you.
everyone.
And there's nothing you can
Stay
do about
safe.
it. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.